welcome to this week's episode on Meet Her on Youth Plus Radio. My name is Njeri Kamau and I have a very exciting guest for you today. She is a barrier breaker, she is a great mind, and I'm sure many people are going to be inspired by her. Her name is Maureen. Maureen is the marketing director at Tappy. It's an app that helps SMEs do their marketing and other great things. So instead of me rambling here and telling you about this Maureen, I think it is high time for you guys to meet her. Maureen, welcome.
Thank you very much. Hey, that was a crazy introduction.
I know.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you nervous?
Not really. Yeah.
If you are,
You're
we'll
a good
ask our
host.
people to give you some water.
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, where do we start? So who is Maureen?
Yeah, so Maureen, aka Shiro, I really love the name Shiro, by the way. So I am a marketer by profession, heavily on digital marketing. So it's very interesting how I find myself in this position because, you know, the way we start thinking about our careers after Form 4,
Yeah.
you know, you've passed that leap and then you're
Yeah.
starting like, okay, what am I supposed to do? So I started doing actually like CPAs because, you know, I was being told accounts is where the money is at, go where there is money. And
Yeah.
I did CPAs for a while. After that, my plans were to go to law
Yeah.
because I've always been good in history, and yeah, I was seeing myself in that path. But in the course of me doing CPA, it was like a bubble moment for me, like a bubble moment for me where
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't think this is my calling, like doing law.
Well.
Yes. And so I decided to now transition to Bachelor of Commerce. I
Yeah.
studied in Strathmore.
So you did your CPA in Strathmore, then you
Yes.
went to,
Yeah.
you wanted to still do law in Strathmore?
No, I actually wanted to do law in UN. Yeah, I wanted to do law in UN. And then while I was just doing my applications,
Yeah.
I was just asking myself if that's the calling
That's
for
the
me.
calling,
High
yeah.
work. And then yokusoma yote, all that reading, I was just like, no way, that's not for me.
This is not, yeah.
It's not for me. So I decided to transition to BCom, and to be honest, I think that was one wise decision I made because I still wasn't sure of what I wanted to do, but I was like, you know what, while I'm figuring things out, let me start with BCom and then I see my way out here. Marketing just became an automatic selection for me later when I was still in school because I've always been very extroverted, like sales, entrepreneurial, so I felt like that's the path for
That's
me.
the path you wanted to take.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
the
did
path.
BCom and then you did specialization of marketing.
Yeah, specialization of marketing.
So you kind of got the upper hand of knowing what you're doing because of school.
Yeah,
so school
because
kind
of
of made
school.
it a bit easier for you to like be like, okay, now I'm marketing.
Yeah.
So when because I kind of know how old you are.
Yeah.
So it means at the time that you started doing digital, it was like a new field. It was something that, I mean, not a lot of people had gotten into. It was this thing that people are calling, like it's a new industry and stuff.
Exactly.
So do you think you kind of, when you were getting into it, how did that feel for you? Because people really don't know about it.
Exactly.
And it's a new ground. How did that
It
feel?
is, and it gets newer by the day, by the way. So when I was still in school, I was still doing CPAs when I was still doing my degree, which was quite intensive for me. And after some level, for those who know CPA Section 4, that's where I reached, I decided to stop doing CPAs then, because I was like, I'm not saying if it will help me in my marketing career as such. So I decided to think of something. I mean, social media, that's when, you know, Instagram had just, started, it was revving up. Facebook was just being Facebook, and a lot of businesses were still shying away from doing social media marketing. So I'd say I was also lucky because still in the same institution, there was a short course that was available for us, which Google was actually sponsoring. So it was just like a 3 months course on digital marketing. So that was when I was in third year, and I decided to do it together with some of my friends in marketing. And it was very exciting, interesting, you know. I saw, because I low-key also love maths. So I was like...
What was you feeling intimidated? Don't feel intimidated. Yeah, she loves maths.
I literally love math. So I was like, oh, so digital marketing was where, you know, you're using numbers to quantify, you know, awareness, reach, conversions. I was like, yeah, this is the best combo for me. Like, I can be able to quantify the results I expect to get as a marketer. So, yeah, I fell in love with it. And then, yeah, we decided to do even there was a Google competition that they normally do where you're given like $250, go to any SME, try and drive awareness, drive traffic to their business. Yeah, we were like the second team in Kenya. We were so excited. So from there, you know, I'd say that really opened doors for me when it comes to digital marketing. And just while I was starting for I got my first job at an agency.
So you started what? These are the people we call came in a silver platter and hour sasa.
So you,
you see, look at you now. So now you start working when you're in campus.
Yeah.
Then now is this where Tappy came to life, or did you start working for another company?
Nowhere near it, because I know most of us would tell you, like, even as well, you're still starting work, or rather for me, it was still a point of discovery, because I suffer from lots of imposter syndrome. I always want to, you feel like,
Don't we all?
Don't we all? Like, yeah. You start something, you're like, am I really good at it? And also based on the environment of the workplaces I went before Tappy, I had a lot of self-doubt. So I did even brand marketing and some FMCGs like the Darlings, and it was just a whole mixture. FMCG ni fast moving consumer goods. So those are like the companies like Unilever who deal with Blue Band. You have L'Oreal who deal with beauty. You have Coca-Cola. So those companies are categorized as FMCGs. So when it comes to marketing in such companies, it's very different from when you go to service industries or even the tech companies. So that roller coaster of me going from like agency work to now this FMCGs. And then I went to service. I was in Java House. I also did marketing there. And then now to the tech. I'd say it was a learning process, but one thing that remained constant was my strength in digital marketing, which made me stood out from my, it was like my stronghold, And when I was in Java, that really shined. I really like to appreciate the guys in Java, by the way. My marketing team were really awesome. My boss, they're really amazing, where you were able to explore your ideas. I think that's one thing that, even at Tappy we really like to do. If you have any idea, you're an entrepreneur even when
like
you're at work. You're an entrepreneur at work, because there's that analogy of you going to work to other companies, and you feel like you're just slaving for your bosses, for your owners. It will never make you grow, and you always have to think of it as you're actually nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your own talent. And that's one thing I really appreciate with Java. That's where at least they were able to tell me, okay, you have an idea, try it out. You're thinking of doing influencer marketing, try it out. You're thinking of, I don't know, doing what we used to call NPS score. If you want to explore it, try it out. Well and good, do it. So that's where I learned a lot about, even when it comes to service, there are ways, again, my mathematical mind, there are ways where you can be able to track how customers, when they come to a restaurant, how happy they are with your services, how can you be able to improve them. That allowed me to be able to track, we'd call it the loyalty score of Java, and that has really helped Java with where it is right now, with the expansions, competition. It really helps. So
so with the experience that you got at Java, the people that you interacted with, the kind of boss that you had, it was kind of a stepping stone for you when you now came into Tappy. Like, it's like you were already in it and you were like, I know what I'm doing, I kind of have done this before, and let's do this now. So Was it hard? Because no, according to
Because now when you go to the tech companies, it's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
One, especially for companies like startups, when it comes to budgets, zero budgets.
Oh yeah.
So you're starting, you find yourself now, doing everything. You
Yeah.
have to be like a person jack of all trades.
Yeah.
And on top of that, understanding the tech jargons for me, because I thought I knew tech because I was in digital marketing, social media marketing. But now when you're working with developers, engineers, those are the front people who you're working with every time.
Yeah.
You're like, well, okay, here I need to calm down, understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I started looking for mentors or people who I could rely on within
When
the
you're
company.
still working.
Well, I was still working with them.
With Java or now with Tappy?
With Tappy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you went to Tappy, this is like the place where you actually realized that some of the things that I kind of thought I knew are not enough. But again, some of them are very helpful because now you said that you kind of became a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So things that, like maybe even the math that you did with CPAs, because I kind of know that my sub So the math that you did came in handy. Maybe you called it what? I've forgotten.
And yes,
the working with Blue Band and those kind of companies. I'm sure also that kind of came in handy for you to kind of know how to deal with different dynamics of clients, right?
Yes.
So now you're already in Tappy, and now it means that you have changed careers because before you're just a marketer.
Yeah.
Now you are a woman in tech.
Exactly.
Tech is a very male-dominated industry, right?
Yeah.
How did that feel like?
Very intimidating, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then my imposter syndrome just went from like 60 to 107 there. So
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
You're
okay.
laughing now, but
I know, that time I was like, wow, I'm drowning, I'm swimming, you've been given a big role, you need to do brand marketing. So that's why I'm saying like that part for FMCG really helped me with understanding how to create a whole brand. And then you have now when it comes to service, because in tech, our product is received by, respective of the consumer, how they appreciate it, how you consistently explain to them how they're supposed to use it is really important.
Yeah.
So customer service is very key. It's like even now part of marketing where you have to ensure that, when an app is released, the likes of Safaricom, and then they're always skeptical. They always want to hear your feedback. Like, are you guys, how is your user experience?
Okay.
Is it cookie? Is it okay? Are you guys finding it difficult to use? Because if your products are difficult to use, then that's it. People look for alternatives. So my understanding of that, and also, but I'd also like to appreciate, I still got some people also in the marketing team then, before I took the leading position, who really helped me, to understand, okay, your expectations, your deliverables, because at the end of the day, the marketing principles are the same across any department. You go to Akibandaski and you want to do marketing, you will go to your big brands and do marketing, the principles are just the same. So it really helps me to understand, and also the dynamics of leadership are very different. Though you mentioned about it being a male-dominated place, I know we are trying to have more females in our team, but we have only 2-3 engineers, female engineers in our team out of 20 something.
Wow.
And it's so obvious across
it's
the board.
That is expected in the industry, having
it's so obvious across.
less women is kawaida.
But that doesn't mean that women cannot explore other opportunities when it comes to tech. Because just like marketing, we have things like product management, UX designers. I've noted most of the UX designers who are female are really good because their attention to detail is on point. And then I know. So the whole marketing shebang, from content marketing to creatives to copywriting, all those details. I mean, women take over. People operations, that's always, women.
So now, because now you're mentioning things, now I'm curious to ask, do you think there are certain positions that are more like are better for women than they are for men. Like kuna zile zenye women will do tremendously well, and those ones that are just for the guys. Like let's just leave that for the guys.
Yeah. I'm not the kind to hold barriers, but so far, I mean, with you, you've seen like when it comes to marketing in a lot of companies, you will see it's mostly like a female, a female department. But that doesn't mean that men do not have a place in it. Like in Java, my former boss and also most of my colleagues were actually male in the marketing department. So I wouldn't say, and also for engineers, we've noted it's still upcoming.
Like everyone can do whatever.
Everyone can do anything, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, you've seen female founders who have really, broken through. What's her name? Food for education. Sorry. In Kenya, we have also, I've forgotten the name of the insurance firm. Ran. We have also female founders. Not the founder, the CEO of Uber Eats right now is also female. Same to my dawa. She's called Priscilla. Priscilla is an amazing lady, by the way. Yeah. So there's still opportunities. I mean, the lead also in Oracle. We have Microsoft, who are also in East Africa, which are being run by women. So that tells you that it's not an ambiguous position for you to attain. It's just learning and being receptive. As I mentioned, like marketing till now, like you just have to learn because AI is here. So you have to see.
It's just about to take you off your job, but I'm not saying that.
No, imagine it's not because how we use AI, there's always have to be someone behind it, if you think about it.
Yeah, because you have to ask the question.
You have to ask the questions.
Yes.
So now there'll be maybe an expert who knows how to draft the right questions to use AI well. Because if we want to say maybe how do you start a business, you can just ask AI that way. But there's someone who can draft it so well and get better answers. True. That's an opportunity even. So there are a lot of opportunities in tech for women, so they shouldn't. You shouldn't be
held back.
Held back. Exactly.
Okay. That's actually very encouraging because as I'm a big sister. I have a younger brother who wants to like get into tech, and at times he's always complaining, oh, there's so many guys in my class and like 3-4 ladies, and I'm like, well, how are you guys gonna work? Like the testosterone is too much, and it's kind of encouraging to hear that you encourage, like already you being in the craft, you're encouraging women to come on board. That's also like, I'm sure the audience is gonna like people who want to get into tech. Just follow her. I'll leave her things down here. What are they called? Her credentials down here. Yeah. So another question is, so with Tappy, so you got into the marketing department on Tappy, and you were not the lead in the beginning. You were just part of the marketing team, and then I'm sure you kind of grew up the ladder and then became the lead. And according to my research, I have seen that Tappy is an international brand. It's an African-known brand. So would you tell us what Tappy does for the African community, the African marketplace, that is so different from any other app that we have? First of all, tell us what it does.
Tappy is.
What Tappy is.
So Tappy is spelled Tappi, and it's derived from the meaning to be found.
Oh, I thought it's tap.
Tap,
like,
I mean, it's still wordplay, but it means to be found. And how we started Tappy was, I mentioned, before I became the marketing lead, we used to run, we are under the umbrella company of Ajua.
Ajua?
Yes, so Ajua is a customer feedback solutions company, and so that's where Tappy came from. And so Ajua has been known as, a platform where businesses, both enterprises and mid-level businesses, they can be able to get feedback from their customers. And while we were working with clients like Java, Safaricom, KCB and the likes, we noted a niche that we were missing on tapping was tapping was SMEs,
Yes.
and we tried during COVID. I think it's now when we had that awakening. We're like, okay, we're focusing on just these big companies, but these SMEs also need feedback because they're always coming to us, especially like lounges, restaurants, hotels, some small hotels, coming to us like, yeah, we want the same thing that you guys are doing to Java, but we don't know where to start. We don't know what to do. And we did some runs with them, showed them how they will get feedback. But again, we noted we are still not touching on the main issue. And the main issue for SMEs is finding customers.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd say, look, that's where now even my skills for digital marketing came through. But we were able to see, okay, how are we going to, one, help these businesses find customers, and not only find them, but actually retain them, so that we can increase the longevity of SMEs. Thank you. Longevity of SMEs. Because on an average, most SMEs will not reach their third year.
Oh, wow. Like it's a said, what's it called? Like it's a what?
It's a statistic.
Statistics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's evident. We've seen most SMEs. The first year, huge dropout for most SMEs, but those who manage to survive their first year, after the third year, they
it's
really
like
struggle. It's a slow death.
It's like you go up and then you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the main reasons behind it, other than finances, is finding customers. Finding customers was the second reason why they were not able to survive more than even 5 years. So how do we help them do that? So we saw an opportunity on social media marketing, and there's a huge gap in terms of the awareness on how to do Facebook, Instagram ads, and we wanted to have one platform where they can be able to, one, create leads. With leads, that means you get customer details of your business, or people who are interested in your business. From there, now you can be able to engage them, interact with them in one platform. So that's what Tappy does. Tappy helps you to, one, build visibility. You can create a web page for as low as $6.99.
Okay, so first of all, it's a paid, you pay for it. It's a paid app that helps you do your marketing and retain your customers and get feedback from your customers after they're done business with you.
Exactly. So you'd call it like a whole omni-channel, which is like a CRM platform, where, one, we help you drive awareness. How? By giving you a website. You get a website that allows you to, one, be searchable online. So when someone wants to know, okay, what's Jerry, when they search just Jerry, they can see your profile there, what you do, etc. And then now from there, we also help you now create ads to drive awareness for your products or services. And from there now you get customers who share with you your contacts. So the ads are based on leads. And then now from there you can be able to, as we mentioned, get reviews for your customers and engage with them consistently. So you have like one platform. Imagine that you have all your customer data. You know who is your frequent user, you know who is a one-time user, and you can always just send them an SMS, call them, and that just allows you to to improve on the loyalty of your business.
People. So I have another question, which is you said something about if Jerry wants to if you want to find Jerry online, you can go and see her website, see her status on Instagram, or just she has an online presence, right? So question. Does this mean that Tappy is not just for SMEs? It's also for people that want to have personal brands, people that are trying to come up with new products and just push something into the internet. Is this Tappy is a home for anyone who wants to have an online presence?
Exactly. It's a home for anyone who wants to just have an online presence. We've seen a lot of professionals in our platform, especially like fitness coaches, personal coaches who are also finding more value in our platform, where they can at least be able to have literally a web page. And the interesting thing about that website is you create it in almost like 2-3 minutes.
Oh, like hakuna ile maneno ya domains, sijui unalipa nani domains, sijui unafanya
Exactly,
nini.
apana.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is on our website, when you click on get started,
Yeah.
it takes you to our WhatsApp bot. That WhatsApp bot will direct you to ask questions, to answer questions. That is, the name of your business or your brand, where are you located, describe your business in detail, your phone number that, your clients would like to contact you, images that you'd like to be posted, and you will have literally a web page at the end of that.
Wow.
You make payments, so the payment is normally $6.99 annually. Very affordable, by the way.
600 and 700 shillings.
700 bob.
It's less than 100 bob a month.
Imagine.
Like you just doing mathematics.
Less than 1,000 bob, imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, 100 bob a month
A month,
actually.
it's
Yeah,
less than
true.
100 bob a month.
Yeah. So all that, and we also do SEO marketing for you.
Wow, for free.
Exactly.
It's part of the package.
It's part of the package. Yeah. When you pay that 700 bob, now we build keywords based on the description you've given us.
Yes.
So what that means is when someone asks for, say, Jerry, what do you do?
Yeah. What do I do?
Yes.
Well, you're putting me on the
Okay,
spot.
let's put an example. Then let's just put a hypothesis. Maybe if Jerry is selling fashion clothes, yeah, and she has amazing blazers, as you can see. Yeah. So if someone is looking for blazers in Nairobi, and they just type that, Jerry should be either the first or the second results that they should
because
receive.
of the thing that the SEO does. Okay,
Yes,
that's quite interesting.
So it puts you there at the top, and it also builds your credibility. Imagine going to a business and they have a whole website. It makes them feel like these guys are in business. They know what they're doing. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, and also the restaurant industry have the ones who have really appreciated also our reviews platform. So where we link your M-Pesa till number with our reviews platform. So immediately someone makes payment.
With M-Pesa?
With M-Pesa. They make payment. You bought coffee. You make payments.
I think I've seen that in
Yeah.
Java.
Yes.
Where you buy something and then immediately they send you a text and you're wondering, where is the text coming from? Someone hacked into my phone. Hey?
Yeah, apologies, you're not hacking to your phone. And we're very data compliant. So we're the same people who did also that for Java.
Okay.
So what how that helps us is, as a business, it's the point of payment is when you can interact with the customer as the last point. Because after that, now the next time you're going to engage with them, they may not be as responsive as when they were in your restaurant. They'll forget what they ordered. Exactly.
Or how the service was or who served them. Well, that's actually a very good tactic.
It's a good tactic, a very good touch point where you show even your customers that you actually listen to them, you want to understand them, and we also train our merchants to explain to them, okay, now that you've gotten that feedback, what do you do with it? We even have a webinar today, coincidentally, on the same. So that review is really important because with that you can be able to understand, okay, are my services good? The nature of my products, is the quality okay? Should I improve on maybe my servings? My portions are very small, okay? If customers guide you on that, And we've seen a lot of success stories with that, where some businesses that we've worked with, their quality of service was lacking, and when they saw that feedback, they were able to say, okay, here we need to train our staff. Clearly they don't know how to manage customers well. We need to add more staff also in our branches. So
it kind of helps the owners of the business understand what they need to put on the ground so that their businesses are able to thrive.
Exactly.
So it's kind of your partners of so many businesses.
Actually
Fantastic.
true.
They are just fantastic. Okay,
Actually
so
true,
one last question because I have a million. You said something about the website and I want to understand, do you make your own content or does the app make the content for you as the owner? Like when you pay the 700 bob, does the content of the website come from you guys or from the owner of the website?
So it's from the owner of the website and it's also editable. That means, so what's not editable per se, it's the template that you get. So that's standard for now, but we're working on having very customizable templates.
Okay.
So the template is standard, but the information that comes from you.
From me? Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes. And you can always be editing it. You can add in a catalog of your products or services, put in your menu there as well. So from every touch of the image that's a customer clicks on, they can contact you on
Contact you
WhatsApp.
or
Yeah, so
something,
we also
okay.
put your WhatsApp number
So
there
it's
so
click
that
to action.
click to action.
Okay, okay.
Bio, bio. Someone will just WhatsApp you, and
Yeah.
you'll know. Yeah, that's actually from my
From
my website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
Tappy is doing great things for people out here, for
Yeah, we're
SMEs,
trying.
for personal brands, for, I mean, it's a one-stop shop for everyone.
It's a one-stop shop.
So,
Yeah.
last question. As you, as Maureen,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
What do you think, like with the journey that you've been on, with everything that you've been through, and the wins and the losses? Because I'm sure, I mean, life is an up and down thing. So,
Yeah.
what do you think you can tell the Maureen that you were when you were starting the journey, and the Maureen that you are now? Like, what? It's like, tell us something that you would tell younger Maureen. Like, what would you tell her?
Yeah, younger Maureen was very confused on what she wanted to do.
Are we not all?
Are we not all?
Not all.
Yeah, and lots of doubts.
Yeah.
I'll just tell her to keep going and trusting the process, because, you know, as you've seen just there, I was telling about my story. I never knew even I'd actually like learned myself
Yeah,
in tech,
yeah.
but the skills I learned from my previous roles and just everything added up to where I am right now.
Yeah.
And I do not take that for granted, to be honest. I really, thank God, appreciate where I am right now.
Yeah.
And even 20 years from now, God willing, I'd still tell maybe trust the process. You never know what uncovers, but the more you're doing things the right way, keep pushing on, keep learning, you will arrive where you want.
So in short, you're saying keep learning. Every day is a learning day.
Yeah.
Every day is a day to, like, learn something new, because you never know where it will take you.
Never know it.
Okay, and do not be shy.
Do not be shy.
Do not be shy to
Imagine.
start things, do things, or be in let's not call them, let's call it a place where you really don't understand so many things, right?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's okay not to understand how things are unraveling, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we should tell ourselves that it's okay. It's okay, you're not
take a step
understanding it.
now. Then tomorrow we'll fight for
You will
itself.
figure it out.
Okay.
Imagine.
Okay, that's super, super nice. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Maureen,
much.
for being here.
I'm
You're
the-
such an amazing guest.
Oh, thank
I
you.
mean, should we do part 2? Just say yes. What do you want to put for comments? If you want us to do part 2 with Maureen, let us know and we will have her back. She's a very busy woman. Don't see her here. She's a very busy woman. And even as we finish, just go and look for tappy.com. It is on Instagram.
Tappy.app.
It's tap. Just tell them.
It's tappy.app on email. No, sorry, not email. Tappy.app on the website.
Yeah.
And then we have, Get Tappy on TikTok, on Twitter. On Instagram, we are tappy_app. Yeah, and we're here just to help you get your business be successful. That's our mission, by the way. We want to help every business be successful. Yeah, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's episode. So, kama kawaida, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Youth Plus Africa. Bye!
Bye!